So, last race for tonight, 4 o'clock in the morning here in Vienna, Austria. I'm again on my beloved P2. I really hate to start from this position, it's the worst. I would rather prefer to start P3 than P2. Left side, well, okay. Anyway, chances are Jake on P3 is going to pass me, or I have to make room. I don't want to be involved in any accidents. Safety rating of 2 point something doesn't give too much confidence. And he did a fast start last race, so
P2, the track temp is
well,
40
we're going
Celsius.
to see. Meanwhile, since it's very late here, I did some whiskey tasting, so don't drink and drive. It's not going to be my sharpest race today.
Stay behind the safety car.
But
in the
maybe
right
the
column.
most relaxed one. Let's see how this works out. Hopefully I don't mess up completely. If I finish P2, I would be very happy. If it's P3, I can live with that. Anything else would be not so good. Let's see. Bo Albert on P1, I have no idea. I think I see him the first time. Kai came behind me in P4, I don't know him as well. So I only know Jake, he did a couple of races already. He passed me last race during start. I was able to pass him during the race. Let's see if I don't mess up the start again like I did last race.
Okay, Big G, nice and neat, stay out of trouble.
Jake is right next to me again.
Green, green, green. Car right, right side's clear, car right. He's still there. Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Yeah, like I predicted, P2 is just an awful place to start. At least I managed to lose only one position, P3.
Kim is reeling you
I
in. The
can
gap's
live
now
with that.
0.5.
Let's see how we go from here. I do feel that I have drunk something. Everything is a little bit slowed down. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm curious if Jake is going to change his strategy. Last race he tried to make an undercut while I did the pit stop, but he ended up being like 4 seconds behind me, so no idea what happened, but didn't work out last time. Looks like Kim is the only one who can go that pace. The others are already like more than 4 seconds behind. Wrong gear, Bernhard. Stupid mistake. I used to drive second gear here, which is a little bit uncommon. Now I was in third, I didn't notice it, and therefore went too fast into the corner. Stupid mistake. Probably due to whiskey consumed.
It's all over you. Keep your exit speeds up, stay smooth.
Oh, what happened to Tim? Must have had I didn't see it, but must have had an accident here somewhere. Oh, Albert seems to be fast. So it looks at the moment like it's between Jake and myself for P2 or P3. But to be honest, I do feel the whiskey kicking in. And oh, I made a big mistake there.
On your right, clear right.
He did this the last race already. He's very fast. But every now and then he puts in quite a big mistake. Maybe I'm like half a second slower than him in average lap time. But I do those times consistently. Normally without big mistakes, so back to P2 again, my original starting position. Hopefully I will be able to keep this one. Top speed seems to be fine of Jake's car. He is not losing any time, so I don't think he has got any damage. But probably he will catch up again. My focus actually is to drive safe as I can do with after my whiskey tasting, and save tires, which should help me in the end against Jake if it's getting close. So that's the idea. Wow, that seems to be too fast for me, at least at this state and night. And I'm a night owl, but starting a race 4 o'clock in the morning is a bit late also for me. So I'm tired and drunk. If I can finish this race in P2, I'm more than happy. Jake is closing in, so he's really fast until he makes his next mistake. And I'm a little bit off pace by, I guess, 2 seconds of my normal pace. But that's okay. Because I'm quite relaxed, so I don't care at all. Well, I don't want to fuck it up, but if I'm P2 or P3, I don't care too much. Hey, Jake is really fast now. I don't know him, and I would rather not say something like that, but I'm not too fond of this kind of drivers. He's very fast, faster than me in most corners, but my impression is he doesn't know exactly his limit. So every now and then he's making like a major mistake, and that's potentially dangerous because eventually we'll catch up. He might pass me, and then he might make a mistake because I'm in his draft and maybe I'm pushing him. And then if he makes a mistake, chances are he's crashing into me as well.
We're running on fumes, mate. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
So there are drivers where you understand they run a given pace and they can run this for like 4 hours straight. And there's not going to be an incident, an off track or another big mistake. I'm a bit more like this. And then drivers like Jake, they can be super fast in half a lap, 1 lap, but within 3 laps they're going to make a medium mistake. At least he did so far. And well, as long as it's only him, doesn't matter. But quite often, if you crash, chances are you take somebody out near you. And my guess is he's going to get slower towards the end of the race. Because I expect him to use up his tires actually. But we are going to see. He did a really fast lap now, that's for sure. My last lap time was 8:05. I'm perfectly fine with that. I cannot do fast much faster. Also not being drunk. So that's a perfectly fine time for me. I did an 8:04 last race, so I'm probably a second off my fastest time. But if he is able to do much faster times, I'm happy to give up my position and he can go. If he keeps up like this, next straight should be a no-brainer. Should be able to make a pass easily. So I set the fuel. I will take 60 liters because I'm running by myself all the time. And I'm going to pit after this lap. I'm curious to see if Jake is following me or if he's continuing for one lap like he did last race. My guess is that he's going to follow me into the pit. I will do. Because then he can continue the race behind me. If he stays behind me, he's fully in control because he's basically faster. Until now, he was. Where is he? Maybe he's going for another undercut trial. Because, well, he was faster the last lap, considerably faster than me. So if he can do that while I'm in the pit, he should be perfectly fine executing an undercut. This was not very fast. 0.6. He might go for 0.5. He can go for a pass here now, probably. Let's see if he's going for it. I don't do any line waving stuff. I don't like this. This is like childish, stupid stuff. I stay with my line. Too late for him, I think. So let's see. I'm glad not having him in front of me pitting. He's following me. If you have somebody really close in front of you going into the pits, I cannot go as precise as I can do when I'm just by myself like I did now. This was like just spot on. Breaking into the anti-lock system at the white line.
Box in a 5.
And then hit the pit limiter at 60. Ah, fast.
All clear on pit exit. Clear
I will
left.
just follow him. I'm perfectly fine with that. Maybe I can follow him. Then I might have a chance in the end. Maybe not. If he gets away, good for him. Let's see how he treated his tires while catching up with me. The next 2 laps will show. My prediction would be he's doing some minor mistakes, or he's running into problems with his tires, or I fuck up massive like now. We are going to see who's doing more mistakes. He has to try to get me out of his draft now, so get ahead for 1.5 seconds. Normally should not be possible, because I should be able to stay in his draft quite easily. Well, now, being drunk and tired, chances are I make mistakes myself and he might get away. Let's see. I noticed that I chat much more after drinking than without. He overshot that corner a little bit. But still it was quite fast. But I know I would not like to be in his position now.
Stay close, see if we can unsettle him. I have the impression he keeps on overdriving his car. I think it's getting harder and harder for him to keep up the pace. And I have the advantage of his draft. Probably this is not going to be easier than the last lap. He is going to push hard in the last lap. He has to. Yeah, what? That's this kind of intentional mistake guys like to do in order to get somebody in front. So what you do is running wide at a small carousel, make the other pass to get into his draft instead. I have no intention at all to give him this benefit. I feel perfectly fine here behind him. Alright, Big J, you need to
As I
pass this
said,
guy,
I'm
you're losing
fine
too much
with
time.
finishing P3. I'm going to push him now. Maybe he's making a mistake. If not, I'm going to take him. Well, I'll try to make a pass at the Dinger Höhe in last lap.
Is the car leaving the pits?
And if it's not working out, then I'm P3. I'm happy with that as well.
Very little fuel left, P4. Now he's trying to get away, the only chance he has. You see he's pushing the limits. Ooh, this was bad.
The gap in front is increasing, it's now 1.0.
He's trying hard and he is fast. And I really have no idea how is this going to end. This was probably a little mistake. But nothing serious. Now, the truth. Everything comes down to the second part after carousel to Göttinger Höhe. So we have to look out for intentional mistakes, enabling just to get in our draft. If he's able to stay within half a second in my draft and I pass him, he will make the pass at Göttinger Höhe. If I manage to stay within half a second behind him, I'm going to make the pass. Ooh, big one. This was unintentionally, and even if he's able to stay with me, it's quite likely he has more or less serious top speed damage. So I don't think he's able to make a pass on me on Göttinger Höhe now anymore. Basically, it's exactly what I I thought chances are he's overdriving his tires, and then he has no choice to push as hard as he can. And like I said before, it doesn't seem to be a driver running perfectly consistent lap times. To me, he's very fast in some laps, and then he's making this kind of mistakes now and then. And that's what happened. Well, but it was a really, really good race. Big kept me on my tippy toes on my drunken, sleepy tippy toes, but he made this race. I mean, this was one of the most interesting races I had tonight. I'm very happy to finish P2 here. I'm really am.
Great drive, that's a podium.
Jake Feinerman, Illinois. Illinois. Look at that. This was a nice race. I really enjoyed that.